Hello everybody. Let's make a KP assignment. They used to be called objectives, but I thought I would use this time to just record myself making an assignment out of our new Business 491 curricula, which you guys helped make. Or if you didn't, you really supported those who were making it. So, I'm going to do my best to go slow and click through this. It's only a couple of clicks. And it's very easy and straightforward because these assignments, all 6 of these weeks, don't connect to each other, really, across weeks or across curricula. You know, if this business was talking to another business class and was talking to another history class, and you're using one node or one activity in all of them, that'd make this a little bit more tricky as far as how to tell the system to respond to assumed knowledge and the stuff that comes before the assignment that a student's going to work on in any given week. So if they're in week 2, we got to tell the system what to do with the week 1 content if that student didn't pass it. So that will maybe be the subject of a future video, and I'm sure it will be very exciting. Okay, but for this one, they're all independent. So we're here in the prerequisite view. So let's go with week 1. Ka-cha! Let's click it. We're probably going to see way too many things, obviously. So we need to turn off unused items from all the ingest. So now we've got this beautiful map that looks pretty much exactly like what our leadsme/program director wanted to look like. It is glorious and it is yellow, and you can see that there aren't a whole lot of links anywhere else, so you don't see any circles anywhere or rectangles that have little ones in them, which means that there's links elsewhere. This is its self-contained unit. So we're going to go over to this guy. See this purple square over here? Create assignment from display. So that's good. And we'll also just make sure that we're up here actually in the Business 491 product. So that's good. So we can either create an objective from display here by clicking on the purple guy, or we can go over here and hit, create assignment, and this will actually put it straight into this curricula, so you know where it's going to go. So I kind of like using this view over here, so I'll just use this one. So just like always, we got to give it a code. So business, just name the course, and then week 1, that's cool. And then I usually just name it the same thing for this as well. Week 1. This is useful if there are, if you do have some overlap with elements that are covered by another, by elements I mean nodes, that are covered by another assignment, but we don't here, so we don't need to worry about it. But I always like going into more options, just because I like to. So let's go into more options, and then we're going to see this, screen that I guess looks kind of scary, maybe, but it's not that scary. So up here we have the name for the assignment, cool. And one thing that I like going in here for is just for this little button down here, show graph. So I just want to make sure that the graph here matches the vision of the program director that made it. So there's nothing stray here, nothing odd about this. And this becomes very important when you have to make assignments, like I said before, that contain elements from other curricula or are linked to elements that are not in this week. So if this was linked to stuff in a pre-class assignment, we'd have to deal with that here and make sure that that pre-class assignment stuff doesn't get pulled in here, and then the students don't see it in week 1, as well as the stuff in week 1 should probably be open to the student, even if she didn't finish the pre-assignment. But that's assumed knowledge is a whole other can of worms. So we won't worry about that. So the graph looks pretty solid. I am pleased with this graph. And then you can see just up here, like all the elements that are going into this. It's all of these little nodes, these little activities. So that's great. One thing I like to go to the more options, we'll worry about these later, and it's ownership and sharing. So I just like to make sure it's always set for us to see it in instructional design, full access. But I like to be kind of paranoid, and you can do this at the product level as well, just populate access rights. So I just do it here because it's a bad habit. So even for sharing, I'll put organization for Baypath. And I'll just do it here, because that's how I learned. If you don't set the sharing here, you just got to remember to do it at the end when you click on the product, Business 491 product, and then you can hit a button that says Propagate Access Rights. Hopefully the access rights are correct in the product. So then if you tell the product, full access instructional design, view existence, Baypath University, propagate, it'll spit those sharing settings into everything that goes into that product, including the packages and the assignments. What we're doing now. So, cool. This looks pretty good. So we'll save it. Yay. Dun-dun-dun. And then we already have one of these. I may have already made this. So if you ever get that error, then probably just name it something else. So I'll check that. But provided I named it something really exotic, like week 1A. Save. No way! I cannot believe that there's already another code named Business 491 Week 1. Okay, 491A. I will try one more thing. And then I think this video is officially over. Boo! Okay, well, I've got to rename the... I already have created some assignments in Business 491, which is why this is showing up. So, that's all you really need to do, though. So if it would have worked, it would have been great. And then you would have been able to go back in here, and then you'd see... oh yeah, I already made it. So pretend that worked. And then you can see over here in the top right, Business 491 Week 1, we've got the assignment here already. That is cool. And it shows that it's going in the correct product. This is 491. And then we can show, and then poof, it showed it, even though it didn't, have anything there before. So let's see, make sure it looks great. Yes. All right. Perfecto. So you just got to do that 6 times for this. And then I'll do another video about how to connect those assignments into Canvas. Rock on. Can't hit the cancel button because Windows bar's in the what?